All right, so picking up where we left off, I mentioned that I wanted to show a video to you before we cover some of the work that we're doing in robotics and, specifically flying robotics or drones. This came across my radar yesterday sometime, and I thought this was a really cool testament to, again, a lot of the change that we're talking about, but more from a technological sense. Oh, that just went all crazy. Here we go.
It's completely like altering body altering operation. Obviously.
Can you turn it up?
Luckily, I was so young at the time, so
I don't think so.
I'm kind of like had no hands my entire life, So it's just something that I've always.
She didn't have any hands?
Correct.
And growing up, there's definitely some challenges. Like you're adapting to a world that is designed for four limbs at the end of the day, and something that has been a journey has been prosthetics, and through my own experience, I've been.
Wow, she's got
totally robotic cybernetic arms.
Nice.
Is how many iterations does it have been? So when you started, what were your bionic arms like? What were you using?
Well, my first prosthetic I ever got, I was 2 years old, and I was like pretty much fresh out the bandages, and that wasn't technological at all. It was basically like a tube to put your arm in.
Wow, look at that.
3 prongs tied together by elastic bands.
This isn't a testament to us living in the future, and again, just the changing times that we're going through. Again, gonna live in a world where you see more drones and robots than people.
It looks like
you're gonna see cyborgs as commonplace and not like, oh my God, can you believe this 1 in a million girl that's living her life with,
It looks like she's
arms?
Wearing gloves. It looks like I thought at first she
like
had
a
black.
fashion statement.
Yeah, like she had black. Those you remember how the women used to wear the long.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't really know what was even going on at that point, so it's been a journey.
And so she kind of gives she's asked like what sort of control that she has. And again, it's all coming from her brain input. The scientist engineer guy, he's talking about like all of your hand movements come from like a few muscles or tendons here. And
Are you doing that with your mind? You're just thinking,
Everything ultimately comes from the brain, but what's really great about these is it's just these 2 muscle sensors. So it's only squeeze to close, flex to open, cycling through grip modes, and even that becomes second nature after a while.
Joel, how does the mechanics of that play? So how does that work?
It's a good question. So if basically most of the muscles that will move your hand and fingers, so there's like 24 movements in your hand and wrist.
Yeah.
But all the muscles that are controlling them, nearly all of them, are actually in your forearm, and they connect to tendons that connect to your fingers. So even for somebody that doesn't have human hands, they've still got most of the muscles.
Yeah.
So the things that Tilly's thinking about to make those muscles move would be the things that we're thinking about to do those movements with our hands. So it's kind of intuitive. I don't know whether you feel that it's intuitive.
be looking at her facial reaction here in a second.
I previously used one for you. You're saying you can't really remember, so.
Yeah, it's all like I wish I had the other hand so I could compare. Like I genuinely don't even know, but it works.
I wouldn't want to piss her off. She might be able to.
Yeah. Listen.
It works.
And is it a constant fine tuning? Because you were saying that they're quite strong, they're very strong. Did you have to fine tune? Would she have smashed that glass in the past?
She wouldn't quite be able to smash the glass, but the hand detects the amount.
That's like, I can smash the hell out of some glasses with these robotic hands, but I don't because it's not advantageous in day-to-day life to just go and smash every glass that you pick up and grab. But absolutely, and Brian and I were talking about this, how much do people have that same ability, but you just don't want to cut up your hand,
Yeah, I would think that they would put like governors on the capacity of this to where you would not be able to hit somebody so hard or grab them right here and break their neck. You wouldn't.
Well, he was saying that there's a stop, feedback, hey, this is as far, but then you have the ability to override that. And so she was basically for PR, saying, oh yeah, no, I can't smash the glass. And she didn't even say that. She just gave that look oh yeah, that's cute. I definitely can't smash that glass.
We talk about how the technology is always, there's 2 sides to every coin, right? And the technology is going to help and provide good. Well, how is this going to be used in evil? Well, there are going to be people that are going to program it to where they are going to be able to grab your head and smash your skull and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it
grab
would be
your esophagus
and rip your
neck.
heart out and show it to you before you die.
Yeah.
So my point is that the evil side will grab this and turn it into a superhuman. to be used for evil.
And not even just the evil aspects, just the weird aspects, right? So she has the ability to have a remote control hand. So like she can totally remove the hand from like that forearm piece and still sending her brain waves to that hand, you know, like it were control, like connected to her in the same way like snakes can, you know, move after you cut off their head. You know, she still has the ability to send the brain signals to that hand even when it's not physically connected to her.
I wonder if there'll be a point when she can take her hand off and put something else like a clipper
Scissors.
or you know, just something like that. I don't know, a weapon or something she could, you know, put in place and
literally instead of a handgun with a trigger, you know, for a typical hand, you know, it's
like a
yeah, I don't know, something just built in, right? But